Hello. Last night we had a meeting with the board. I was unable to finish my statement. We had 2 minutes to defend a program that is over a decade in the making. So I ran out of time, so here's the rest of my letter. Dear Board of Education and members of Central Office, I'm a member of the Edgerton community and a teacher at Rochester International Academy. I strongly oppose the ignorant dismantling of a highly effective program. As we consider Central Office's proposed reconfiguration plan, I believe that my community needs a stable foundation, not a reconfiguration. Schools are cornerstones to a community. You propose to bring disruption to my community. Take a walk with me down Dewey Avenue. Walk down Maryland Street, where a man fired shots into an occupied car last night, and tell me that you think my community needs more disruption. Schools bring life, activity, and hope for a future to neighborhoods. They are a light, a beacon of hope, and this plan proposes to extinguish a light and encourage more darkness. This plan is deceptive. It purports to be merely a reconfiguration, but the reality for RIA is it will result in draconian cuts to a highly successful program that already provides equitable access to resources that our students need. You lie to the community when you call this a reconfiguration. You have already dissolved our kindergarten through 6th grade. You now have proposed to remove our 7th and 8th grade in the name of equity. You use the platitudes of equity and data-driven decisions and the euphemisms of reconfiguration to disguise your ignorant plan. You may argue that we will be able to occupy the same space and share resources at the proposed new location for RIA, but we all know how sharing goes. I'm an older brother. If I'm splitting the last cookie with my brother, I'm definitely breaking it in half, so I get the bigger half. You see, the little man always gets the much smaller half. So sure, you'll squeeze us in somewhere. We'll get the closets and the old offices. The science room will have some cute little portable sink, but it's all right because at least now things will be equitable. The district is using data to misconstrue and deceive. You proudly display your graph of declining RCSD enrollment. However, you fail to explain that the average decline, if you remove the significant outlier, is only 500 students a year, about 2%. The greatest single decline occurred during the height of the pandemic, when graduation rates soared and families were forced to make new decisions about their child's education. You also disregard the implications of the COVID enrollment when you think about decline. It indicates a community that is hurting, that craves consistency, while Central Office churns out more chaos. If you want to play data games to support decisions, our program has grown by more than 20% this school year alone. Finally, this plan is short-sighted and hasty. We have seen too many leaders in Central Office propose and implement plans only to leave shortly after. The timeline for implementing this plan is worrisome because it does not indicate a long-term level of commitment from Central Office. It feels like they want it done now so that they can add another item to their resumes before they move on. Similarly, their proposal for the American Rescue Plan and Coronavirus Response and Relief Supplemental Appropriation Act monies are only enough for 2 to 3 years. Where is the long-term planning? Board of Education, I urge you to consider that our community needs a stable foundation and not reconfiguration. I ask you to deny the proposal to cut RIA. I ask you to come listen to our alternative plans that encourage stability and provide abundant equity. In the future, you should have asked first so that we could have worked with you instead of fighting against you. Sincerely, me, Dave Greer, science teacher at RIA and community member of the Edgerton community. Thank you.